What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see we actually got 20 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We actually got 0 picks wrong and got 20 right, which is a 100% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, a 100% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 100% win rate and get 20 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $250 just yesterday. Another member who won $200 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick, and when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're going to talk about is Dennis Schroeder for 26.5 points, revs, and assists, and this one is for less. Now look at Dennis Schroeder. We've actually seen him go on the under in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Charlotte Hornets. Now we look at the Charlotte Hornets, we do see that the Charlotte Hornets do rank 15th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, when we look at assists allowed, we do see that the Charlotte Hornets do rank 16th, and then rebounds allowed, Charlotte Hornets also rank 6th. So they rank a little bit mid-tier in points and assists, a little bit higher in rebounds, but when we look at Charlotte Hornets in a more in-depth analysis, we do see that Charlotte do a very good job at restricting points, revs, and assists to the guard position. So that's a big reason why we do very much like the under for this situation here for someone like Dennis Schroeder. Although, you know, Schroeder is a big player for this Brooklyn Nets team, we do like the under due to the fact that Charlotte Hornets just do a fantastic job at actually restricting, you know, points, revs, and assists. So we definitely see him going on the under in this situation here. When we also look at Dennis Schroeder further, what we also do see is that Dennis Schroeder is not only, you know, a really big player for this team, but as we see as of lately, we actually have seen his usage rate fall quite a bit. So we are expecting his usage rate to continue to fall just a little bit. We think other players from this Brooklyn Nets team are starting to get a little bit more usage rate, Cameron Thomas being one of them, and even other players like Claxton, Dorian Finney-Smith. So it does seem that Dennis Schroeder did have a little bit of a high early on in the season when it came to his usage rate. It has fallen quite a bit, and we think it will continue to fall, especially against a team like Charlotte who do a great job at restricting points, reps, and assists. So when we look at his average over the last 5, it is 22.2, so significantly under this line as well. So all signs really do point towards the under for this one. So Dennis Schroeder, 26.5 points, reps, and assists for less, I think is an absolute steal. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about Evan Mobley. So Evan Mobley, great player, and this one is for 27.5 points, revs, and assists, and this one is for more. Now look at Evan Mobley. We've actually seen him go on the over in 4 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Boston Celtics. Now, although Boston Celtics have had themselves a great season, Boston Celtics do rank 9th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, they rank 9th when it comes to assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed. The Boston Celtics do rank 16th. So definitely, you know, they are a little bit in the higher tier when it comes to points and assists, a bit lower in the rebounds, but a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation here is that Boston Celtics do a really poor job at restricting points, revs, and assists to the center position, which is exactly what Evan Mobley is. Now Mobley has just had such a great usage rate, and he's had such a hot hand from the field, you know, in points, also in assists, also in rebounds, and that's why he's been able to consistently be able to go on the over. Even the time that he has missed it, he's gotten pretty close, only missing it by around 6, you know, stats. So because of that, we still do very much like the over for this one. His usage rate is there, and the volume that he should get from this game should be enough to see him go on the over. Now his average over the last 5 is also 31, so significantly over his line of 27.5. So when we look at even things further, we also do see that the bookies also have him favored for the over as well. So like we mentioned with Dennis Schroeder, with this pick, Evan Mobley, all signs really do point towards the over, so we are going to be sticking to it for this situation. So for that reason, Evan Mobley, 27.5 points, ribs, and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now, getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than John Collins. So John Collins, great player as we all know, and this one is for points and revs for 26.5, and this one is for less. Now look at John Collins. We've actually seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, when we look at the LA Lakers are a decent team. Now, the Lakers do actually rank when it comes to points allowed. They do rank 24th, and then rebounds allowed. We also do see that the Lakers do rank 13th, so a little bit higher in that category. Now, a big reason why we do very much like the under for this situation here is due to the fact that when it comes to John Collins, we have seen his usage rate dip quite a bit over the last couple of games, and we are expecting that to continue. But on top of anything else, what we also do see is that Lakers do a really good job, especially against the forward/center position or the big man position when it comes to restricting them to points and rebounds. A big reason for this is because of Anthony Davis. We all know how great of a defensive juggernaut Anthony Davis is, so he definitely causes a lot of problems. Now, John Collins is a little bit more of an inside center. He's not really too much of an outside scorer or big outside scorer, and since Anthony Davis is a great interior defender, we definitely see John Collins maybe struggling, not just to get buckets, but also to rebound, also get assists to be able to go over this. So that's why we do like the under for this situation here. So when it comes to John Collins, although he's a fantastic player, we are more likely to see him go in the under in this situation. Now, his average over the last 5 is 29.4, so it is a little bit above this line. But like I said, we are going a little bit against the grain there. We do like the under, and when we also look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the under as well. So for that reason, we are sticking to them. So because of those reasons, guys, John Collins for 26.5 points and revs for less, I think is an absolute steal. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first what we're going to be talking about is none other than Russell Westbrook with his new team, the Denver Nuggets. Now Russell Westbrook has been able to average 10.7 points, 4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, while also shooting 35% from the field so far during this Denver Nuggets season. Now Denver Nuggets are currently 7-5, and they do have themselves a really good matchup against the Grizzlies. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies are a decent team. They do have an 8-6 record, so they do have a winning record. But when we look further, we also do see that the Memphis Grizzlies do rank 16th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, when we actually look at assists allowed, we do see that the Memphis Grizzlies do rank, roughly around that same category or a little bit better, as they do actually rank 8th. And then rebounds allowed, the Grizzlies do rank pretty interestingly as well, as they rank 11th. So a little bit in those mid-tier sort of categories, I would definitely say, for Grizzlies, and we don't think that will be enough to stop someone like Russell Westbrook. On top of that, we actually have seen when it comes to Westbrook, who does play the point guard position, Grizzlies do very much struggle against that position quite a lot. Now Russell Westbrook has had himself some pretty decent games, but when it comes to this one, we do like the over for this situation here due to the fact that Grizzlies are a little bit more of a faster paced team. We've actually seen Grizzlies over the last couple of games be able to speed up slower paced teams. Now Nuggets aren't super slow. They are a little bit slower compared to Memphis, but when it comes to the pace of this game, we are expecting Memphis to actually push the pace quite a lot, which could actually lead to an increase in Nuggets space, which actually could inherently also affect Russell Westbrook, as he should get a lot more volume out there, whether it's more shot attempts, more rebound attempts, or even assist attempts. So overall, we do very much like the over for someone like Russell Westbrook, especially the way he has been playing. Now he isn't putting MVP type numbers, but we definitely see him being able to go over on his line. So like I always mention, keep an eye out for his line. If the line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over. Now getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Miles Bridges. So Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets has been playing great, averaging 15.5 points, 6.9 rebounds, and also 3.1 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for none other than the Charlotte Hornets, and the Charlotte Hornets do have themselves a great matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. Now it is going to be a very good matchup. Now Charlotte Hornets do have a record of 5-8, while also Nets have a record of 5-9. So very similar in both of those aspects. Now a big big reason, you know, when it comes to this is looking more in depth when it comes to points, reps, and assists allowed. But what we do see is that the Brooklyn Nets do actually rank 19th when it comes to points allowed. When we look at assists allowed, we do see that the Brooklyn Nets do rank 23rd, and then rebounds allowed, we also do see that the Brooklyn Nets rank, you know, also, you know, pretty higher compared to the other, as they do actually rank 8th. So a little bit of an interesting one there. Now, when it comes to Miles Bridges, we do actually see him going on the over, but I would definitely focus a lot more on points and assists. I think rebounds, you know, Brooklyn Nets just rank a little bit too high for our liking. We definitely could still see him go on the over there, but I definitely see a lot more value to see him go on the over, especially when it comes to, you know, the other two, which is points and assists. Now, Miles Bridges doesn't have the highest usage rate in this team in either of these departments of points and assists, but we definitely still see him going on the over in this one. Now, this matchup between Charlotte Hornets and Brooklyn Nets, it should be a very exciting game, but on top of anything else, what we are also expecting from this game is also that when it comes to the pace of this matchup, we should see quite a lot of pace, a lot more volume, which could be very beneficial for Miles Bridges. So due to the fact that it is going to be a faster paced game, not only will Miles Bridges see more volume, but a lot more opportunities to also play make and also shoot the ball. So I definitely see that playing a huge effect there. So we definitely could see Miles Bridges go on the over just off sheer volume alone, especially with a matchup like this. So when it comes to Brooklyn Nets, they aren't the best team as well. They do have a record of 5-9, so it is definitely going to be a very offensive heavy game. So definitely keep an eye out for this one. I would definitely keep an eye out for Miles Bridges, especially for the points and assist categories. I think he has a lot of value there to go on the over, but like I always mentioned, keep an eye out for the line first. If the line is under his averages, then look to go on the over. Again, to the next player is Austin Reaves from the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, Austin Reaves has been playing great, averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 5.5 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for the Lakers, and the Lakers do face off against none other than the Utah Jazz. Now, when we look at Utah Jazz, we see the Jazz do rank 26th in points allowed, 26th in assists allowed, and then 17th in rebounds allowed. So very, very low in all categories, and this one's just kind of a no-brainer because of that. We do very much like the over for this situation here for someone like Austin Reaves. Now, when it comes to Austin Reaves, he does have a really good usage rate in all 3 departments. Not the highest, but he's definitely very consistent at getting to, you know, his numbers or his averages of 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. He has been playing pretty decently as of lately, and we definitely see that translating over into this next game, especially against the Utah Jazz. Now, Lakers do have a rating or a record, of 9-4, while Utah Jazz are 3-10. So you're definitely going to see a bit more of an easier lineup or an easier matchup for someone like Austin Reaves. He should be able to dominate in a hurry, and especially with the way he has been playing as of lately, we don't see that changing anytime soon. So I would definitely keep an eye out for someone like Austin Reaves, especially the way he has been going, because I see a lot of value there for Austin Reaves to be able to go over on his line, especially if the line is under his averages. So definitely keep an eye out for Austin Reaves' line there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.